Okay, I'm glad you made it into the course materials by weeks folder. This is where you really start to get into the content and the heart of the course. As I mentioned in the previous video, this course is divided up by weeks. So here we are in week one, which does, by the way, include all the information of getting started into the course. But I just wanted to take a few minutes and show you around the course weeks area. So here I'm going to click into the course materials by weeks. And I'm going to show you a couple different views, but to begin, I'm going to show you the view that you will typically see. So here you see there's only one folder in here, and the reason for that is that these are, I have these set to be timed to open up every Sunday evening after 6 p.m. So for the first week, you will only see the week one folder, but I'll show you what it looks like from my end, just so you can be aware of what is really behind the scenes there. I think that's helpful for students, as long as it doesn't overwhelm me, that is. So here it is. I'm going to click into the week one folder. Notice there's a practice quiz on Thursday. That's really your first quiz. It is a graded quiz. And you get to see a picture of the chapter so that you know exactly what chapter that we're into. For the first week, you're reading chapter 1 of the textbook. And then below that, there's a PowerPoint in here as well. You can open that up. If you don't have PowerPoint, there is a link to a free viewer. I must not be active on this side of the page, so I'll activate that for you as well, just in case you can't view it. Below, as I mentioned in the previous video, which I understand now isn't the best practice, as I said, but everything that you actually have to do that needs to be submitted, most of the time for a grade. However, there's an exception in this folder here, which I'll talk about in a minute. Anything that has to be submitted, actually physically submitted by you, is in red. I will, as I said, if anybody has any issues with color blindness, just let me know, and I'll make sure to use some other kind of marks here to make sure that you understand what it is that needs to be submitted. So all of these things here, these 4 things need to be submitted in the first week, in addition to your student introduction that you did. This is just a short survey. As I mentioned, and I will actually do another video, but I decided I'm not going to put it in until the second week regarding the group work. That's really when you start to get into your group work, so I thought it was more fitting then. If I decide maybe later in the first week of class, I'll put a video out there on YouTube and maybe just send you the link to it, just to kind of go over some of the group work that we're going to do in this class. There is a short survey. I think it might be 6 questions. Please just take some time to look at this. This is going to help me better understand your experience with groups. There's no right or wrong answers with this. It's just me trying to get an understanding of your level of experience in working in groups. So please take some time to fill that out. It's a very short survey, as I said. Just be fair, be honest, so that I can really get a good picture of your experience and your your beliefs, your feelings about group work as well. Okay. Next is your first kind of content discussion area. That's an information literacy discussion. You click on that. I'm going to click on this now and show you. If you haven't taken classes in Blackboard before, what you need to know to do is every time that we have a discussion, your initial response to that prompt that I gave you, you're going to create a new thread. When you create a new thread, it just opens up a new window here. You'll see the buttons at the top here to cancel, save the draft, or submit. So if you decide you don't want to do this now, you can cancel it out. If you get a good portion of this done but aren't ready to submit it, you can save it, come back in and submit later. If you complete it and are ready to go, you click the submit button. Always have to have a subject in here, so we can you can just use your name, your last name, and week one discussion, something like that, just so I know when I'm sorting through on my end in the grade area what it is. This is where you're going to put your message. With these discussions, I think it's all of them. I'd like for you to type the responses right in here. Now you can, if you want to, go out and use a Google Doc or Word document or whatever and type your response and copy and paste it into here. I just didn't want you to use the option for discussions. That is, this only applies to discussions. To attach the file, and the reason for that is because when you do that in the discussions, you attach the file. It's not real. It's not real user friendly in terms of reading. You have to open up the document and be able to respond to it and those kind of things. I am going to investigate whether or not the inline grading option is available for the Blackboard discussions, and if it is, I'm going to retract my statement there and allow you to attach the documents. If it is, what it does is basically brings up your document on the screen for everybody to see and then respond to. So I'm going to take a little investigation, a little further look into that. But for right now, just please make sure your text is in here, and then when you're ready to submit, you just submit, and that's it. Subject and submit. I'm going to cancel out here because I don't want to create a new thread. Now, when you're responding to somebody else, you don't create a new thread. You click on their post, read it, and then click reply. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go back out to the course materials by week here. Go back into the folder and just scroll down here. So we had the survey, we talked about the discussion. Here's your first exercise, what you're going to do. Now this one's a bit different than what I just said with the discussions. For this one, you're actually going to attach and put the file in here versus writing a submission. You're going to attach it as a document here. So here's the case that I want you to respond to. And you'll see up here, when it's due, and the possible points for this. Okay. So you're going to write the file up in Google Docs or Microsoft Word, and then you're going to click on Browse, etc., etc. Okay. And then attach it, and then again with the same thing with the discussion. In case you're not familiar, you click on Submit and cancel out of here now. Okay, and so this first week, if you have any issues at all with anything in terms of not being able to read the survey, or you're having difficulties with not understanding the discussion or how to submit, any of that kind of technical stuff, let me know. I am going to hold some sessions using Blackboard Collaborate or Zoom online meeting software as well, which I will post some dates for that, probably Tuesday, the 8th. Okay. Once you get all that stuff done, you're ready to take a quiz. This is a very short quiz. I think it might be 10 questions. Just click on the quiz. There's no password or anything. Now it will be timed. It has you have 20 minutes to take it, and it's due. You'll see on the 10th, which is Thursday. Okay. Most students actually just wait until that day and go in and take it. But if you get through everything early in the week, I would recommend that you do the quiz last, just so you're in the mindset of already reading the chapter, reviewing the PowerPoint, participating in discussions, so you have an understanding of the chapter and the materials. Because everything that is here, with the exception of the group survey, is related to chapter 1 of your textbook. Okay, so that's the overview of the week folders. That's how they're all going to work out in terms of the structure. And as I said, what I think I'm going to do is either wait until the end of the first week, or over the weekend before the second week opens up, create a video to explain a little bit more about the group assignments. Okay, I do want to exit out of here and just show you from my end what this looks like, so you can see that there are additional course materials and everything. So I have everything already set up in here already. So let me take a look here. So here you can see the folders that are kind of shaded out here. Those are the folders, the content material that's in there with due dates and everything else. As I said, there are 7 weeks in this course. This actually has 7 and 8. That's just because it spans the course of, actually it is 8. It's not full 8 weeks. It's almost 8 weeks, so we'll call it 8 weeks. But the last weeks of the course are kind of combined into one area. Okay. Um, the remaining videos that I put out will be more of content related videos. That's all I'm going to do in terms of the structure of the course, just kind of showing you around. Content is pretty straightforward. I mean, if you read the book, it's not a big book, so you're not going to spend exuberant number of hours reading. So it's not going to be that reading intensive, of course. You really should participate in the reading and review the PowerPoints. I think they're very helpful. I will post little mini lectures every week as well. The discussion area is used to guide and the learning process through the week too. So that's it. I am looking forward to working with you through this first week and beyond. Look for another video on group work, and also look for some emails related to times that we can meet to kind of go over some of the technical stuff if you need during the end of the first week. Okay, that's it. I'll see you all later.